Hello, welcome back to Rocket Slime.
I want tanks.
What?
I want tanks. I want tanks.
Well, you'll get them. Last time, we rescued our parents and called my bluff. But more importantly, we unlocked the Master Blast, which means it's finally time to finish off Mount Krakatoa. Alright. Hey, ignore that guy on the right. We're just gonna talk to the walking corpse.
That one's so mysterious over there. This guy's just a zombie.
I'll explain why that guy on the right is there once we see the other baddie that I recruited.
That guy's... He was a red mage, though. He can teach us double cast.
Which is useless because we can't learn spells.
Damn it, Missile. You're underperforming.
Alright, we unlocked the goodie bag. I did not want to grind goodie bags. But there is no unlock goodie bag code. You just unlock everybody. So I turned on, and then we're gonna play by the game's rules. We're not getting that red hat guy until we could actually get him. But I did not feel the need to spend 15 hours getting goodie bags.
Yeah, if you talk to the guy in red now, he would just turn around and point at you and screech cheater. And then your game would bleed hyper-realistic blood, so... Good call not going to him yet.
I'm gonna go with Ty's idea for, like, goofy copy protection, where, like, the game just gets worse production value-wise. Like, all the sprites become shittier, their animations vanish. Anyways, we've got new tank crew members. In addition to the baddies we just unlocked, we do have the Goonin crew and Bo, so Future Loca, explain them. So, the first of our new tank crew members is Bo. If I were being charitable, I would say that Bo is a situationally useful character, which is just a nice way of saying that she's not useful in very many situations. She's got two tactics, bring ammo and follow the leader, both of which are fine, although we have other characters that can do it better. Bo's biggest problem is also arguably her greatest strength. Every time she successfully does something, she will twirl around. This has no benefit to gameplay, and will make her worse because it slows down what would very time-sensitive tasks. But in a game like this, a little personality can sometimes be a bit more important than actual gameplay benefit. Next up are the Goonin, starting with Gusashi. Gusashi has Goonin Ammo Strike and Goonin Bodyguard, which are just reskins of Fire Like Crazy and Follow. As Gusashi is saying there in his text, he also has a secret ability. Whenever he collides with ammo in the air, he will automatically catch it and then fire it out of our cannon. This is a pretty cool thing to use. It can be pretty fun, and if you can time it right, it's really great to just snatch the enemy's best ammo, especially if it's something you can't really have access to yet. But in order to get him in the cannon, you have to hit him. If you hit him, you do damage. So you're doing this about 3 or 4 times at most before it actually kills him. If you could turn friendly fire off, Gusashi would be great. But as he stands, he has just one of those abilities that's really cool, but also you're never going to use it as much as you feel like you should be. After him is Gushido. Gushido has one skill, Goonin Ammo Theft. While Gusashi can snatch stuff out of the air, Gushido can infiltrate the enemy's tank and take ammo out the old-fashioned way. The interesting thing about Gushido is that he does not have to worry about the tank's door. He can bypass it. He just runs up to the enemy tank and then jumps in through the opening where the cannons are. And this makes him very good at being an ammo thief. It's less useful for infiltration missions. He doesn't really break down the door, so if you're doing infiltration, you're better off taking a jail cat. But if you're going to be focusing on firing and you just want to take ammo away from the enemy and use it yourself, Gushido is pretty good, although he will get shown up later in this future love assignment. And the last of the Goonin is Tokyo Tom. Goonin Ammo Supply is Bring Me Ammo. Goonin Camouflage is an actually unique ability. Tokyo Tom will transform into a rock, infiltrate the enemy tank, again bypassing the door. All the Goonin can do that. Well, all the Goonin that can go into the tanks will just bypass the door. And then wait for the enemy to try and pick him up, at which point he will jump up and fire shurikens at their face. The shame about Tokyo Tom is that it's a really cool idea, but you are never going to see it in action unless you're doing multiplayer and you're fighting against somebody else who's using Tokyo Tom. In which case, you should be suspicious of any ammo that you don't actually have in your tank. That just leaves the two baddies we recruited. First up is the Walking Corpse. The Walking Corpse might be the worst tank crew member in the entire game. There is some stiff competition for that. And you could argue that the Walking Corpse is at least doing something in that it's firing like crazy, so surely that puts him above Curate Rolo. The Walking Corpse moves incredibly slowly, can only carry one piece of ammo, and its main benefit on the overworld, which is its fast resurrection time, doesn't apply in your case. Remember, you have to physically walk to the chapel, so the Walking Corpse being slow actually means there are plenty of characters that can resurrect faster than him. If you like the design for whatever reason, I don't know why you would, but if you do, you can put one on. It's not going to be as big of a mistake as, say, putting Curate Rolo. But Curate Rolo at least is doing a somewhat unique thing. If you want somebody to fire like crazy, don't use the Walking Corpse. You've got so many other options that are better than that. And then finally, we have the Goodie Bag. The Goodie Bag is one of the best tank crew members in the game. The Goodie Bags know the Zoom spell, so they can teleport to the enemy tank. Unfortunately, they can't teleport out of it, but they can move very fast. So as far as ammo thieves go, Goodie Bags are the best. They get to the tank in absolutely no time at all, and they also get back to your tank really, really quickly. I do not use Goodie Bags very often, because while they are very powerful, it's very hard to actually see what they're doing, and that just affects me on a mental level. If I can't see what my tank crew is doing, it feels like they're not doing anything at all. But if you just want to take a Goodie Bag to every fight in the game, then you can. It's a perfectly viable option. Some people probably argue you have a Goodie Bag in Baron Bloodley, you don't even need a third tank crew member. Anyways, this time we're assembling a crew of characters that I don't find particularly useful. This didn't go so well last time.
But Walking
So we'll
Corpse
just
has
have
the
to
skill
see.
fire like crazy. How could that possibly go wrong?
And he moves very slowly and can only carry one item.
Look, he does his best to fit the definition of crazy. Can he live up to it? No.
If I were designing the Walking Corpse enemy, I would have it so that it had an infiltration tactic, and it could resurrect at the enemy's chapel. Because that brings forth the thing from the overworld where they resurrect really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still super slow, they're still easy to dodge, it's still easy to kill. But once they're in your tank, you can't really get them out.
This is your problem now. Alright, there are but 3 slimes.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember if I actually have showed off the fact that you can look around on the map like this. You can. We're doing it.
Damn
Okay.
nice. That's some good map looking.
We need to get that imp. Knock the imp off. Run the imp over.
Oh, Jesus.
And goodbye, imp.
Dead.
Your problem now, imp.
Alright, I have just set you up for an eternity of suffering. See you later.
And that's very clearly a tank battle up there, and also Imp Gauntlet, oh my god. One of these guys is going to trip and we're all going to die.
Oh, but that's so much money, though.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, he didn't trip soon enough. Now I've got to make some decisions here. So I decide I don't need to actually bring back the chests. They can be useful for alchemy, but we're not really lacking anything that would require chests.
Get out of here.
So I have to decide what I do want to bring back with the Chimera Wings, because you notice there's a tunnel that'll cause us to drop everything. So we bring back one Slime Knight, one Boomerang, and the goodie bag. Not the goodie bag, that's a different thing. The mystery bag. It's Dan Fango.
Oh, I love that game.
This might be one of my favorite names, because I don't even know what Fandango means. It just keeps popping up.
It's
Have we seen Fortnite before?
We haven't. It's a Fortnite. That's what the kids like these days. I know that one.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Yeah, that's the thing they say. They do the dances. I'm still relevant. They also have Ryu from Streets. I think he was there. Goku is also there.
They currently have Dragon Ball. Yeah. All right, so that's everything we know about Fortnite. So now on to the fight.
I think that's actually more than I know about Fortnite normally. I think I just made more knowledge.
So, Draki is a slightly better Swazi, but he's still fairly slow. He just kind of has a better attack and is a little bit faster than Swazi. The Mischievous Mole can move pretty quickly. We have him bringing us ammo because I don't use that tactic very often. Because the tank is not very hard to navigate, there's not that much of a benefit to having somebody else bring the ammo for you. But it's not useless. That one was useless, but sometimes it has its uses. And the living corpse is firing like crazy.
He sure is.
He's moving faster than I remembered, but he's still not... He's very bottom tier as far as characters go. Oh god, am I gonna have to make an actual tier list? This game was never popular, but at the height of its popularity, tier lists didn't exist in the way they do now. Not everybody could just make a tier list. Like, they were supposed to reflect like the general thoughts and opinions of a community, and not just be a way for a single person to express their opinions.
Not just some schmuck being like, alright, time to rank this.
I will now speak on behalf of everybody on the planet Earth.
Here's my opinion, which is the correct one.
Anyways, all this to say, there is no actual tier list for Rocket Slime because nobody cares. Although I am kind of tempted to make one. Maybe that'll be part of the bonus video.
You know, I think the zombie would have a much better time if he just brought his own guy to bring him ammo. I mean, look, there are guys who will bring ammo, but like, why would we waste an entire guy slot for one of our other guys? It's a bit wasteful.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are, Walking Corpse?
Honestly, if bring ammo, instead of like bringing ammo to missile specifically, just brought ammo to the cannon room and then just dropped it on the floor, that might be more useful. Because that would prevent your other AI partners from wandering. It would also make it easier for the AI bringing the ammo to find the place it needs to bring the ammo to. Anyways, fight over.
I love just the slime.
Oh, he's doing the Fortnite dance. He's doing a dance like in Fortnite.
He did the thing. Missile for Fortnite. Put the Schleiman tank in Fortnite, you cowards.
Rocket Slime 4. This time it's a battle royale. 100 tanks drop into a battle arena. Mass chaos ensues and no one can win. Alright, we have several letters that I've been ignoring. They have to explain what Yokozuna means because this is for dumb Americans.
Can't tell you how proud I am, which is why
Here's
I'm
how to
writing
make
in
a
all
boomerang.
caps. And you get a leaf.
Alright, Diablo. Wow, Reth is an awful way to spell that. I do not like looking at that word. Oh hey, all the imps are back.
Hey nerds, how's it going?
Well, looks like we cannot bring... I don't think I was trying to do that. Looks like we can't bring chests that are unopened. Gotta open them first, then use the Chimera. We don't need any more imps. The chests will have some marginal benefit, the imps... Okay, I think I've already mentioned this during the Let's Play, but there's like one fucking live journal post that claims that getting higher levels of statue changes the AI parameters of the baddies you can recruit. I've got no reason to believe that. I've also got no reason to doubt that. Who would lie about Rocket Slime? What's the benefit? Like,
What is your aim?
Well, that didn't go well. Like, kids lied about Pokemon on the playground because everybody played Pokemon and, like, cared about it. Who cares about Rocket Slime except, like, me and about a dozen other people? Very worried that I lost that goodie bag because I ran into the spider web like a moron.
Is that imp still getting run over? No? Alright.
I freed myself. Ah!
Guess that first imp just rode a wheel all the way back to town. There's just gonna be a paper-thin imp when you get back.
Oh! Boom. Blew up the crystal ball. We can do that now that we have the Master Blast. God, the sounds in this game are so good. Alright, new technique. Find a steep incline. Roller slime.
Oh, ooh, hi, hello, giant coins.
That is the only way to destroy the piggy banks like that. There is a piggy bank. Oh, wait, Guriel's explaining the piggy banks. Well, that didn't work. Anyway, saying right now, one of the piggy banks is in such a pain in the ass area that I do not get it. Because there's nothing unique in them. They have goodie bags that might make some item grinding easier, but we're never really at a loss for items in this game, so it's not that big of a deal. Get you out of here. And time to go back. And back down. So we need the speed in order to go up these slopes. Ah, damn it. Alright, well... So you may have noticed there's zero penalty for screwing up, like... You can just spin forever. Anyways, we'll have to go back and get that Seed of Life. But for now, couldn't remember how to stop, so we're fighting a tank battle again.
Alright, what's your tank?
T-Rex. Hacks are us.
Oh man, that's a pretty
Hey,
tough
remember-
Pokemon. You're in for a pretty rough battle here.
Remember when everybody was putting R-Us at the end of things and thought it qualified as a joke?
Yeah.
And now it's incomprehensible.
Yeah. Nobody really does that anymore, and the original company that did that is just, you know, bankrupt.
The company fiscally, the CEO morally. Anyways, you may have noticed the T-Rex is slowly raising its axe. Also, the DNB commander has just launched himself into the cannon. Once that axe is fully loaded, which I think it is because it hasn't moved, then as soon as any of our ammo gets close enough, knocks it out of the sky.
Your motherfucking life ends 12 hours from now.
So because of the way it works, if it gets loaded before any ammo is close enough to set it off, it's going to be very hard for it to knock out more than one piece of ammo. Also, they are really, really firing, which is why I'm breaking in to stop them from shooting. Because they have way too much, like, defensive coverage. They're shooting so much, and they have the axe.
Alright, time to go back to my base. Ah!
Oh god, it's a missile.
The missile's trying to break into our house. Anybody? Oh god, he just killed me.
Anyways, if you get 2 items, this is what happens. It can be a neat way to get access to things stronger than what you currently have, but unless you go all in on it, it can be very difficult to do consistently. And very few of your tank crew members can carry 3 items, so they never really get the chance to do it. He's
Taking
just
this
going
back
to yoink
home.
this.
Hold on a sec, I'll start beating you guys up again later, but like first, I gotta do this shit.
Couldn't remember if I shot it myself or just threw it into the tank.
Get nervous about that axe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thankfully, the arrow is our canary in the mine shaft. Not that it's going to matter because that sword is going to knock out the 3-ball,
Boo.
and then who knows if that 2-ball is going to get there.
Boo this T-Rex.
Oh right, I blew up some of the ammo dispensers, so all the ammo's on fire.
Alright, now you take 3 of their guys and shove them together to make a 3 ammo version of that go back to your tank, and then launch them back at their own tank. I see the
They
strategy.
they don't have numbers on them, so that doesn't work.
Alright,
By
missiles,
the
you
way,
have a pen.
3 is the highest. You can't combine 3 items to make a 4 item.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. 3 is the highest number.
Yeah. Never mind that I said 4 earlier in this conversation.
That's a lie. You're speaking lies to me.
Now, Mr. Show told me that 15 was the highest number. Man, I really hope that sketch was about 15 and not a different number that I've remembered incorrectly.
I think it might be 25.
Fuck. Fuck. Now
You
Tom
got the
Kenny is going to
spirit
break into
of
my
it.
house and kill me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to
Kenny's on
fuck with
that show,
that
right?
guy. Yep.
Okay.
It is always surreal to hear him in anything else that's not SpongeBob.
He's in a lot of things that aren't SpongeBob.
I know.
I just think it's surreal to see him in live action, like he's real, he exists.
He has a physical body.
He's not just a magical voice that shows up in recordings. No, what's really weird is that the reason Bobcat Goldthwait goes by Bobcat is because he used to be Tom's comedy partner, and they were Bobcat and Tomcat. Tom Kenny dropped the cat name, and Bob never did. So now his stage name is just the second half of a joke that no longer exists.
Also, I looked it up and it's actually 24 is the highest number. Damn it.
Son of a bitch.
You were closest without going over, though, so...
Price is Right rules, baby. Bob Odenkirk is going to be in the YouTube comments calling me a bitch. See, that's the only like sketch of Mr. Show I've actually seen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the need to say that for some reason. I didn't watch a lot of sketch comedies.
Yeah, no, that was my fault.
Alright, so the axe still continues working even when the engine's been exposed. It just doesn't really help them anymore.
I mean, we've got the axe. We should just keep using it.
It could be a problem if you try to launch yourself into the tank, because then the axe will just knock you clean out of the sky, potentially. Alright. Tank battle 1, so we can stop talking about Mr. Shota full time. Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you.
Chooch. What does chooch mean?
I feel like that has to be something extremely dirty, but like in British English. Getting a lot of chili peppers.
Pepper recipe. So, I don't believe I used them, but the chili pepper does not physically launch out of the tank. Remember there is a seed of life here. What it does is it shoots a jet of flame out of the tank that destroys all ammo for a certain period of time.
Does that include your own?
Yes.
Okay, so it's one you have to be careful with.
It's a shmup bomb. It's just, I don't want anything to exist on the screen right now. Alright. Time to get the roller bash going.
It's good that this, you have to be the one to stop rolling, because it does look very unwieldy.
Yeah, finally figured out how to stop myself from just going until the end of time. Missile, in fact, does not have to keep going until the heat death of the universe.
Missile just starts rolling and keeps going, and then fucking Brody Quest starts playing.
Alright. I think at this point I might not have realized that I got all the slimes. Oh no, I'm looking at the piggy bank and then going, how the hell do you get from from anywhere to there?
On second
Where
thought,
even is the
that's
nearest
not
place
worth
to
it.
roll? It's like you can roll up into here, but then you would have to just go through the cave system. So let's go up into the caves. And stop here because of the spider web, and then I give up.
That piggy bank can remain unsmashed on this day.
Click the wrong thing. Now we go back to town. Oh, we got a cloaking device. The cloaking device renders us invisible, so the enemy can't see us, and also the tank doors can't keep us out. They'll just open whenever we get near them.
I'm sensing a whole lot of
yes.
nothing near me, so alright, yeah. We'll open up.
We also got the Bastard Sword, which was a shock to me when I was like 8 and playing this very aggressively child-friendly game, and then just Bastard dropped in front of my face.
Game made us swear. My god. This sword was born out of wedlock.
Ah yes, the Bastard Sword and the Fuckhammer, the two strongest weapons.
So we can save
There's
the
also
game
a mace.
and make sure we don't have to use the zombie next time. Episode's over.
Next time we unlock the mace that they can only say in Britain. I can't say it because I'm American, but next time we're actually going to call my bluff. The place, not the action. God, I hate the names in this game sometime.
I love the names. I love the names. Maximum chaos.
Tune in next week for Who's on First shenanigans.